Hi, my name's Connor Gertz. I'm an agronomist here at Country Visions in Wrightstown. We wanted to update you on what was going on with our facility here from the 2021 growing season. So to start off with, we had a great growing season, and as you're going to see in our audio or our video clip here, that we're showing you a little bit on the insides of what we have going on, from loading trucks to how our product goes from the shelves and bins into our trucks, into our machines, and onto your fields.
Here in Wrightstown, we have Kaler Automation, and we use this program for loading our liquid dry trucks and machinery. So we'll get orders called in from farmers, or the agronomist will talk with the grower. And once the order is scheduled to the applicator, it pops into this automation program. And then from here, we'll pull the truck in or machinery in and line them up underneath either the mixer or into the liquid plant, and grab their load, mix it. Everything, once you click load, it will do its process from getting the right pounds down to the 10th, down to 10 pounds. And then once it's been mixing for a minute and a half, 2 minutes, we'll dump it into either the bin or the truck or the machinery. And then from there, the machine will not come back probably all day, and then a truck will keep coming back and forth to keep filling up each machine out in the field.
Some things that helped us be more efficient this year was having our sprayers share RTK boundaries. RTK stands for real-time kinematic boundaries. RTK helped our applicators save time by not having to outline ditches that need to be saved for grass waterways, for example. RTK is a paid satellite service that is accurate down to the nearest inch compared to the free satellite that can be off 2 to 3 feet from each time you go into the field. Other things that we've been using in recent years includes AgSync. This is our dispatching service that allows our applicators to see where your fields are, the products that are going to be applied, the rates, and the densities.
Well, today I'm in the Trident with the G5 box, doing a little variable rate urea spreading up in Chase, Wisconsin. About three and a quarter right now. We're gonna head up into the 400 range probably. Some beautiful corn up here, really sandy soil. In my twin bin, I got putting down 50 pounds of ammonium sulfate straight per acre. VRT is working pretty good.
At Wrightstown, we will be looking for seasonal truck drivers as well as agronomy interns to help with scouting, sampling, and other agronomic activities for the 2022 growing season. If you know anyone who would be interested, encourage them to apply. Tyler next has a breakdown of our 2021 growing season.
Hi, my name is Tyler Bushmaker. I'm an agronomist with Country Visions out of Wrightstown Agronomy. Just kind of a little quick recap of the year. Overall, everybody's very happy with the yields. I would say, soybeans, they're up, 10, maybe 15 bushel from last year. In corn, anywhere from 10 to, 40 bushel. It's kind of across the board. I help farmers manage acres from Outagamie County all the way up to Marinette County. There's corn up north in Oconto, Marinette County, where they normally get 170 to maybe 200 bushel. We're at that 220 mark. We're getting above that 200 threshold. Down here, in Outagamie, Manitowoc County, 225. Just took a side-by-side yesterday. That was, 240, 250 bushel. The 60-acre field averaged 240 across the scale. So, some of the challenges we've been seeing in the corn this year. We battled the dry spring, so our pre-emerges weren't really activated right away. There were some inconsistencies there, so we had to go back and clean up some fields. The weather was right. They would have held longer and may not have had to come back and address other issues. Nitrogen management, it seems like when we get those summer rains, the rains come in inches. So it's very, very important to be efficient with your nitrogen. Split applications, some at planting, and then kind of stabilize nitrogen source, through the season. Trying to band your N typically improves your efficiency, and also using products like ESN, Super U, other urease or nitrification inhibitors also help with that efficiency as well. You work with your agronomist. There's more than one right way to do things a lot of times, and we just look for the most cost-effective way. So some of the diseases we saw this year, other than the northern corn leaf blight like we normally see, would be tar spot. Tar spot kind of became a talking point two years ago. May have gotten up into like the Ripon area, when Lake Winnebago wasn't really economically yield limiting, but it was on our radar. Last year didn't hear much about it. This year it worked its way up to Green Bay, and the further west you go, up to Shawano, Wisconsin. Originally we thought it came in late enough that it might not be yield limiting. I'm starting to think that it may be affecting some of the test weights on specific varieties and keeping the moisture a little higher, causing some premature death. This is what tar spot looks like. Ways to manage it would be obviously crop rotation, hybrid selection. Seed companies are going to be rating that for tolerance, and then fungicide use. So, but this should be on our radar for 2022, and we need to be proactive about it and on the front end. To hit on soybeans a little bit, white mold always a challenge on bad fields that have a history of it. You got your rotation, variety selection, different row spacing, airflow, fungicides, different forms of management. We won't beat that hard. But this year, on the beans, when we started getting some summer rains in northeast Wisconsin, when it finally started raining, got some large weather events, big inches of rain. We had some fusarium wilt where that set back the soybeans. Hasn't been this bad for 20 years, but you can pick varieties that are more tolerance to it. Keeping that plant healthier longer also helps, as well as rotation. Soybean yields, like I said, very, very, very good this year, better than last year. So they weren't affected quite as much from that fusarium as we originally thought, but that's something to also look out for in the future.